We're live,
Ooh,
pal.
We're live, pal.
Yeah.
Ooh, look, it's looking all cold.
Oh, yeah. Thank you again for this, my brother.
You're very welcome. You know, I just have to say, you are painfully whack, and I wouldn't have you any other way.
And you're also painfully whack? Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. Well, other than a little bit of pepper, right? Okay, so Gathering of the Juggalos.
Yes.
Day 3, and well, I guess let's see, 5, 6, yeah, day 3 and day 4.
Yep.
Right, to finish it off.
Yes, sir.
So let's start with 3. What was the first thing that is on your mind?
Let's see. Well, for day 3, I know our big thing was seeing Ouija Mac. Hey, and shout out in the chat real quick, Pest. We're live, pal. You know what's up.
Yeah,
that's right.
We're live, pal.
We're live, pal. Fucking Sid Vicious.
Hey, we're live, pal.
That's live TV.
Man, it's so hard to cover everything that happens at the gathering.
It's so hard.
Especially when you got a flight in a matter of hours. But we are trying. Stay with us. And again, shout out to Pest for showing up in here. That mofo is up in here all the time at all hours.
Oh, yeah.
We do salute you.
Yeah, we salute you, man.
So Ouija Mac, though. I just want to say one thing off top. His show was certainly, I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise to many people, but his show was one of my favorites. And I've seen him, in person. We saw the 3-Headed Monster tour.
Yep.
Which is phenomenal.
Oh, so great.
But I've seen him solo a few times. You had not.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him solo yet.
And I remember telling you, remember Ouija does things a little different. He does like half his lyrics, the real hard verses fast, and then he gives like half the lyrics to the crowd.
Yeah.
He plays off the crowd like no one else.
Oh, yeah. He does a real good job at that. And when he finally got down there and he was doing more of his songs, I had finally noticed more of what he was doing with the, some shit on, his vocals and some without, and, getting the crowd involved. I think it's a really nice balance to do that, especially when it comes to voice preservation. That it's just so important as an artist.
Well, actually, that's a good point. I hadn't really thought about that with voice preservation. He's just so hype and goes so hard, and the crowd with his show is incredibly involved. The set list, though. I mean, he did everything. I want to say he started off with some Get a Life.
Yeah, that's what we came in and heard.
We Get a Life. We're coming on down. We were running a little late. We got there as quick as we can. These Uber drivers out here, man.
Oh,
some of them have been fantastic. Some of them have been rather difficult. But we're coming on down the hill right. Get a life, little bitch. Get a life. Eat some rice, little bitch. Eat some rice. And so he started off there with Pretty Ugly too, and then he made a little bit of a pivot, had some Pretty Ugly, and then all the way, goes on down the board and does some good old Gutter Water and dedicates it to them boys, Shaggy and Jay. It was really great. I thought his set had as much energy as you could ask for.
Oh, yeah.
Was there any other, what song stuck out to you, man?
Man,
I mean, because again, you haven't seen him, as himself, not outside of 3-Headed Monster.
I think, there are 2 songs that definitely stood out for me. I'd say saying Ain't No Savior live, seeing that live.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was really a song that for me really made me a bigger fan of Ouija than I previously was. So
you've always loved that song, but seeing it live?
Oh, seeing it live and the way the sound system really came through your body and the bass and the treble and all, and especially during that song, it was
even through all those people, man.
Yeah, through the sea of people, that was so awesome to see.
Yeah, it was funny too. He's like, I don't mean to cut you off. It's just funny. He was like, I know there's someone sleeping out there in their tent.
Yeah,
let's wake them the fuck up. Fuck your sleep. He got it on.
Yeah,
and all I could think was, that's why we have a hotel key.
Exactly. With 2 separate beds, mind you. Shout out to
I know,
Fat
right?
Lenny.
I mean, Fat Lenny, listen, buddy. You can jump in if you want. But we do have a rule over in the right bed. No undies. No undies. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, he was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, he's a born performer. I know he's gotten a lot better over time, as one should. And, but, well, here, let me put it this way. as a person grows, they got to learn how to get better at what they already do.
Of course.
And they also have to come up with new ways to be excellent at, I guess, their craft, right?
Right.
And Ouija, I could go on and on, but he's just phenomenal as a performer.
Yeah.
And shout out to DJ Chunk, because that guy, man, I can DJ a bit on some real ass vinyl. And look, man, that guy has every skill in the damn book.
Oh yeah, man. He is super skilled on the wheels, super skilled with the hands,
1s, 2s, 3s, 4s. Like, that man's got it down the list.
Yeah. And I also want to note too, seeing Ouija close out with Clown Love and with the boys, ICP on stage, that was so awesome, especially considering what song he sampled from the Tempest. I Do This. Seeing them on that stage was truly full circle.
And
for
having
that song.
Juggalos for Jesus before that, he closed out on a nice wicked area. It was so freaking hard.
Yeah,
I mean, it was like a trail of destruction.
Yeah.
The chat, who's up in the chat, man?
All right, so we got a few people in the chat. The homie Mike Banks said he missed the gathering this year. So many awesome groups. Maybe next year. Hey, it was our first year, man. We highly recommend it. Getting to the gathering. It's once you're here, you will realize that it's hard to miss a year after that. You will want to keep going to the gathering.
You really can't beat it. It's a one of a kind thing. And also, we ran into Superhuman at our hotel.
Yeah.
Got a nice picture with him. Again, when we get home, we're going to do a nice, video collage that we put together of photos and just talking about them and stuff. But also, for the meantime, we're live here before we get on the plane in a few hours. But also, Sugar Hill Gang in the staying in the same hotel as us.
Oh my God.
The homie got a picture with it. I took it. I was all extra little. Snappy got it all even and shit.
Yeah, and it was amazing because literally we were coming down the hallway.
I know.
Talking about, hey, how long is Rappers of Light? We turned the corner.
I said 8 minutes and 42 seconds. I was wrong because there's like 9 different versions.
Yeah.
Either way, I was wrong.
Yeah. And so, we turned the corner there into the lobby. And, at first I didn't fully register that it was Sugar Hill Gang, but Corey's like, he's like, hey, man, that's definitely them. I turned back around quick. I'm like, hey, guys, Sugar Hill Gang, right? Like, can I get a picture? And they're like, oh, yeah, sure, no problem. And so, Corey snaps a picture with them, or gets a picture of me with them. That was fucking awesome.
They were chill as hell, too.
They're chill as hell.
Couldn't have been kinder, very friendly.
Yes.
And as we were leaving to go get a bite to eat for dinner, and as we were getting our Uber to go to dinner, they were getting in their van to go to the gathering and do their set.
Yep.
And also, when we got back, just to stick on Sugar Hill Gang for a second. So we get back after all the chaos, ICP, and all that.
Yep.
Man, what did they give you? Right away, we come back in the hotel room. Or not the hotel room, into the hotel, the entrance.
They hooked your boy up with some Henny. A half bottle of Henny left from fucking Sugar Hill Gang.
Sugar Hill Gang Henny. So, that's just super fresh. It was really nice of them. They were very friendly. And we want to give a big shout out to them. They played probably a venue or set or environment that they wouldn't normally be used to.
Yeah, especially recently, because recently, they've been doing, it's the 50th.
They've been around since 78.
Yeah, they've been celebrating, it's the 50th year of hip hop. So they've been doing, a lot of recent shows. They did the BET Hip Hop Awards, a big old school set there. They just did the Essence Fest the weekend prior.
Which you said was on Hulu, I think, right?
Yeah, and they were shocked. They didn't even know that it was telecasting on Hulu. And I was like, yeah, I was watching it with my mom just last weekend. So that was news to them. And I was like,
knowledge from the big man.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, guys, I've been, seeing your recent performances and they've been looking good. And they seem to look good at the gathering from the video I saw. So they've been on a nice run of this year celebrating the 50th year of hip hop. And that's fucking dope to see, man.
Which a lot of that belongs to them in the first place.
Exactly.
Right?
A lot of those OGs really got this game started. I mean, people like to, laugh about that old school style, the hip hop, the hip
hop.
Like people like to clown that style a lot.
Yeah, but guess what? We got everything. We have so much to thank them for, too. And it wasn't just them who invented hip hop, but they definitely, if you know anything about hip hop, were kind of your first marker.
Yeah,
if you want to put on the map,
early stages with Grandmaster Flash and all those guys. So definitely,
absolutely. Before we got into the 80s, and they were, one of the first for sure.
So gotta give it up to motherfucking Sugar Hill Gang.
Absolutely. Who else is up in this motherfucker?
Let's see. We got our homie Dark Carnival said, "Whoop whoop, sweet. I got you guys live. Hey, glad you can make it in the live, homie.
We have as many whoops as we've heard.
Yes,
As many whoops as we've given. Many. Guess what? We got 2 more.
Whoop whoop.
We ain't out of energy yet.
Yeah.
Not till we on that plane. Even then, I'm only catching an hour and a half of sleep, and then it's probably back to the grind.
Right.
Anyway, go on.
We got the homie Pest who mentioned hotel is better than camping for sure.
Bro,
yeah. Thank you.
Like,
yes,
we appreciate and respect, like super respect.
Oh yeah, respect
the
all
people who can get a campsite going,
right,
and stay in a freaking tent. That's, I mean, you're up by 8, 9 a.m. because it's too hot to sleep,
right,
and crap's going on till 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I mean, we salute them, man. But look, showers got to happen for you boys. Yep. And also, we're not keeping lighting and camera and stuff, you know.
Yeah, no, that's just not possible.
It's just, we've been warned way too many times, yo, don't do that. It'll get stolen, this, that. So it's salute to the people who do. And if you're in a hotel, like this whole place is full of juggalos.
Yeah, and including Sugar Hill Gang, who's somewhere up in this piece.
Right, you got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
Just do what you got to do to have a good time and safely get your rest if you need it.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
Hell yeah.
So absolutely, shout out to the hotelos, and props to the people who camp if that's your thing. Man.
Exactly. Look, props to y'all for that too.
You know, on we go.
All right, we got Meat Hooks said that jacket fire.
I know, right?
Pretty epic getting. Oh, and mentioned also pretty epic getting a gift from Forefathers of Rap. Always crazy dark carnival magic at Gathering of the Juggalos.
I know that's one thing that sticks out to us so much. You never know, like, who you're gonna run into,
exactly
what's gonna happen, who you're gonna happen with, all that.
You know, that actually reminds me of one more thing I forgot to mention about Ouija set. When we were getting in for Ouija set and Get a Life was going, you know, we were trying to hustle, and there was a golf cart directly behind me, and I'm like, oh man, who's this? I'm like, oh man, who's this motherfucker? Like, come on, I'm trying to hustle. I turn around, it's motherfucking Violent J. So I'm like, oh okay.
His paint with Sarah.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh okay. I almost got run over by Violent J in the golf cart. Cool.
We better hurry up.
Yeah, like all right, understandable.
Which reminds me too, Violent J was up there and did You're Dead with Ouija.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yes.
And to see that live together, and you know, like we said in the first set that ICP did, Jay whiffed almost entire verses a couple times. But with You're Dead on point.
Oh, he was nailing it.
And tonight, I don't think he missed a single lyric. I mean, they really, really honed in.
There are a few spots I think I missed. Shaggy, I don't know if it was the sound, but with Shaggy, he seemed to miss part of his verse on Bang Pow Boom, I noticed. Because when I played back my video, it looked like there was a part of that he missed, actually.
Well, remember, you're talking about the end?
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple hundred juggalos up there.
No, for sure.
Including myself.
Yeah.
When I've been up on stage before, and the only other time I've been up on stage was in Milwaukee on the Riddlebox 20th tour.
Oh, right.
And we all, basically a bunch of ninjas rushed the gates. It was a small place.
Yeah.
And they overtook the stage, and I just included myself. And you know, once it swarmed with juggalos, they kind of just dipped back. So my guess is it just got to a point of overwhelming.
Yeah,
think of a microphone in this situation, right?
Yeah,
you got a great windscreen, all of that stuff. Sorry for that. My guess is you just, in that environment, you just can't
for sure.
Anymore.
That's very understandable.
They did stay up there for the whole thing and all that. But,
no, I noticed that too. But that aside, though, no, they both nailed it. They were both on par with a lot of their verses. Man, fuck your rebel flag. My God, they both nailed it on that.
He hadn't seen that live.
I had not seen that live, and that's one of my favorite ICP songs from one of my favorite ICP albums. So see that live. Oh my God, I was so amazed.
And also, you're great on the turntable with them bells. Dun 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 bong.
Oh yeah.
Dun 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 bong. Yeah, no, it's again, for me, it's been 20 years in the making. Whether it was life, money, my own trepidations, things getting in the way of going to the gathering. If you're a juggalo, just at least do it once.
Yeah, do it at least once.
So you can know what you're missing and what you're not missing. And you can do it however you want. You can camp. You can go big baller site if you
Yep.
got enough money and you got an RV, all that. You can be a hotel like us, and everyone is in every one of these rooms, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
At least, you know, as we say, it's something to see.
Yes.
Right?
And it certainly was. And another
And
song.
there's boobs everywhere.
Oh my God, yes.
Like if that helps sweeten the pot.
And another song that was a sweet spot for me that ICP did. Oh my God, Let's Go All the Way from Bizarre. It was so great to see that live because I had never seen that song live, and it's another one of my favorites from the boys. So seeing that live, and especially
that was
with you,
right before I headed to the info tent to go backstage, which I cut in like 30 seconds. Your boy was just shoot, through people, and
yeah, because you had texted me not too long after. I was like, oh yeah, he was Speedy Gonzalez with
I was like, this is the last one we're gonna get to do. Here's my stuff. I'm going. Whoop.
Yeah,
hit the chat up. Who's up in here?
All right, so oh man, yo, shout out to Meat Hooks. He said, props to you guys. You've had the best, most consistent gathering updates by far. Hey, thank you. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, if there's anything, you know, you want to know that maybe we haven't touched on yet, any specific detail, if we can answer it, we will. So
yeah, we certainly will.
Please feel free to throw that up in here. And
know.
Again, you know, salute to you. We appreciate the props.
Hell
we really
yeah.
do. Onward.
We got
let the people talk. That's one thing that's very important to us. Y'all need to be heard. We can't hit every comment all the time.
Of course, but
we do try. We really try.
We really try.
Y'all are at least half of this.
Yes. We got Mike Banks said, great and informative show. Love you, homies. Whoop whoop. Hey, whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Back at you, bro.
Times 20, 30, 40.
Yes.
Onward.
Meat Hooks again mentioned, I was at the first gathering when everyone was a hotel alone.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Dude, that's a great point.
Wow.
Man. The first, I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, Meat Hooks, wasn't the first two hotel-a-lows? Wasn't it the first two, not just the first one? I know for sure the first one, and I think it was like, wasn't Toledo? I think it was somewhere in Ohio, right? I can't remember the exact city. My brain's farting on me. But yeah, no, it was in like an arena and stuff. It was inside.
Wow.
Which on one hand sounds awesome.
Yeah.
On the other hand is super lame compared to what we have today.
Oh, of course.
Right?
Yeah, that's lame in comparison.
It's really cool that there's, you know, people who are here today to tell us all about that stuff.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it. I mean, I've read everything I can and talked to a few ninjas who have, but that's awesome that you were at the first one.
Yeah.
That's a big deal, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're at 23
Woo.
on the gatherings now. Are we not old? I just turned 34 on the 5th.
Yeah, and I just turned 31 back on June 11th.
Yeah, so, you know, I guess we're still little kids up in here in some way.
Yeah.
But hey, we try. I've been around a while, 20 years, and you've been around here 5 years, and boy, have you gotten a heavy dose, huh?
Oh, yeah, dog.
All right, on with the chat, man, before we get on the next topic.
All right.
Read a couple more off.
Looks like Pest mentioned it was like a convention feeling in terms of the first gathering.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
Yeah.
Well, so speaking of the convention thing, back then they had Cottonmouth Kings.
Oh, that's right.
We had Cottonmouth Kings this time, except, and believe me, your boy's a fan. I get their set wasn't bad or anything like that. It was just D-Lo, Chucky Chuck, which, by the way, freaking salute. I don't want to take anything away from all I'm trying to say is it wasn't the Cottonmouth Kings as those of us in the late 90s, 2000s know and love, but they did all of those songs, and D-Lo, from everything I saw, held it the fuck down. The boys backed him up great. I don't know why it didn't seem like Taxman had much makeup, but hey, I'm just nitpicking here at the little details. Yeah. I'm trying to be 15 again, goddammit.
Right, of course.
I'm trying to be 15 again, goddammit. But no, it was absolutely awesome, man. They were great. And then today, like we said, Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah.
Riff Raff, by the way.
Oh.
Riff Raff. That's kind of going backwards, but y'all have seen the memes. Let us tell you, it was even worse than it looked. The man hid behind the curtain, behind his own DJ over some water.
Yeah, like come
Yellow
on.
Wolf,
Huh?
Whitney Payton, and Ari the Rugged Man roasted him real good during their sets. All right, what's next on our list, dude?
You know, we didn't mention that JCW though.
Oh, that.
Oh, I get to take it away. All right. So real quick, while I'm
huge wrestling fan, I would just be a bystander, which I will be.
So real quick, while I look for that,
It was awesome.
So let's go back to the chat real quick, actually, while I try to
go ahead.
get back to my manual here. So looks like Meat Hooks mentioned that 03 was the first outdoor gathering.
So that was the third one, I think, right? 03, because it was 1, 2, 3, 2001, 2, 3. Yeah, because we're on turning 23rd. So 01 was the first one, I believe. So the first two were inside, I believe. If we're wrong, Meat Hooks, correct us. But 01, 2 were inside, and then 3 they took it outdoors. If we're wrong, correct us.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how it went.
Let's see. Dark Carnival mentioned facts on the KMK.
Yeah, and I mean, look, I still appreciate it and enjoy it, and I want to give D-Lug credit. Like, he really held it down. So did Chucky Chuck. Chucky Chuck never fails. But first, I mean, can you imagine if they had Daddy X, Richter, D-Lug, like the whole band together, as they say, in a literal sense?
Right.
That place probably would have been as packed. I don't know about the energy, but in a sense, as much as anything else.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hopefully one day, right? No one's dead yet. Or so hopefully. But go on.
Let's see. Meat Hooks mentioned, I'm not a gatekeeper juggalo. I got much clown love for any jug that represents us right. Hey, that's real, man.
Back at you, dude.
Yeah.
That's how we feel. There's not really a need to gatekeep. You can meet a juggalo and tell whether they're I wear a shirt once in a while juggalo, which is fine. And whether they're a gathering juggalo, whether they're a hotel, that's the whole point of being a juggalo, or part of being a juggalo. We're all incredibly different.
Exactly.
We are all incredibly different with different needs, different appetites for music, things, different personalities. I mean, look at us two.
Yeah.
Look how similar we look. Identical, aren't we? Right? So
we're like twins.
That's like half the point. We share a common bond.
Absolutely.
And that's absolutely special. Go on, sir.
All right. Pest mentions they had tryouts too. Oh, for JCW. Yeah. So from my understanding, they did have tryouts. That was, I'm trying to think who was in charge of that. That was Madman Pondo, who was in charge of that. Yeah. And the three and the three best people from the tryouts were in the opening triple threat match.
Yeah, that was cool as hell.
Yeah,
man.
that was dope.
And also, I just want to say, it wasn't I don't know if it was the opening match, but it was very early on. With the riffraff situation, they managed to, on the fly, within 24, 36 hours, get a wrestler to fully make himself up, pink shirt, all of that, just like Riffraff. And I forget the name they called him, but it was some spin-off of Riffraff, and clown him in the ring with a character.
Yeah.
That got the crap beat out of him.
Yeah, it was like cotton candy or something. Or something
right.
Like
it
that.
was super degrading. Perfect. Yeah. It was perfect. And to do that, switch up on the fly was super entertaining. At least to us it was. I think to others it was too, because remember, he got mad about water, right?
Exactly.
And when they had the riffraff character in the ring, and he's all, he's got the pink on, the hair back, and the water bottles just freaking over the spark machines, just on his face.
Yeah.
And it was great how they spun that into wrestling.
Oh yeah, it was so dope.
Putting bleachers up, then having ninjas up on the stage too. It was, if you're going to watch wrestling, especially at the gathering, the temperature had come down a bit. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was, nothing short. And I'm more of a casual fan. He's the diehard. And I loved it.
Yeah, and I ended up taking a chance when they were like, oh, if you want to get up and watch it by stage, I darted my big self by the stage, and I was like, hey, let's go.
Yeah. On to the next, dog.
Let's see. Meat Hooks mentioned that KMK performance at the first gathering, which he mentioned was in 2000.
2000. Okay.
Yeah.
I wish I could have seen that live.
So he mentions the
I'd have been 11.
Yeah. So he mentioned that performance, the KMK one at the first gathering, was Richter's first show as an official member of
Yeah,
KMK.
yeah, that's correct. High Society, 99. He was on the bill after he still had long hair back then. Hard to believe. Yeah, I know. Long hair and a beanie and eyes down to here.
Damn.
yeah. Stone to the bone. I really wish we had the type of technology that we have now back then. I mean, I can only imagine.
Oh.
I know there's tapes out there of certain stuff, but again, literal tapes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, that's so it was 2000 was the first one, then 01 to yeah, no, okay, you got me. So the third 03 was it was 2 inside in Ohio, and then the third, I believe, was the first outdoors. I forget where that was. I think it was maybe Cave and Rock or
yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Let us know, Meat Hooks. Was the
like,
third one at Cave and Rock?
Oh, he said earlier on 03 was the first outdoor gathering.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm wondering, I can't remember where 03 was. I know that the first two were inside in like Toledo, Ohio or something like that. They were a big deal in the newspaper. And, speaking of how the public reacts, which was always interesting back then.
Yeah.
So the hotel here, they've been okay.
I'd say it's split down the middle. Some staff members are more courteous than others.
Yeah, some of them are really the particular bitch up at the the bitch up at the desk right now. She seems to have the most passive aggressive edge to her. She's not mean.
She seems like she hates her life.
Right. Like, oh, you need more towels? Yeah, sure. And then you hear her up at like when you're walking around the corner talking about us, and it's all right. Like as Juggalos, we're used to it. There's a restaurant in downtown Columbus. Or not Columbus, actually Hebron, this Mexican joint that shall not be named, that was closed from the 3rd through the 8th.
How convenient.
Now, look, my birthday is on the 5th. I'm pretty familiar with things that close during the holiday around my birthday. The 3rd, okay. 4th, sure. 5th, okay. Through the 8th. I wonder who you don't want there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying.
It was pretty obvious, man. Like, we got there, figured out it was closed. I think I finally noticed it and pointed it out to you.
We were trying to eat Mexican food.
Yeah, we were trying to switch it up because we always, get similar stuff back home. So
yeah, right.
And of course, I looked at the sign. I was like, okay, I see what it is.
Yeah, we see what it is. And we got the same Uber driver because he'd only left 30 seconds
ago.
And we got some great food.
Yeah.
And it ended up somewhere nice.
Oh, yeah.
A $17 cheeseburger was worth it.
Oh,
Steak fries are a thing.
Yes.
Just saying.
So, yeah, was it Blue Heron restaurant?
The Blue Heron. It just opened a month ago. Next time you're here, the food at the gathering, a pizza is $54.
Ooh.
A slice is $6 or $7. So at the end of the day, going out and having a $6 beer, which apparently around here, according to our Uber drivers, that's nuts, a $6 beer.
That's crazy. That's $6 beer.
I'm a FUD boomer. And again, got love for many boomers. This guy was just the epitome of kind of a meme. But no, dude, if you want some good food while you're here next time, the Blue Heron, if you want a good burger, again, the price is a little up there, but the food at the gathering is it's just crazy. So
and the
Blue Heron, dope.
Yeah, and they seem to appreciate us Juggalos. So
they were very friendly with us. Good service,
very, very friendly. Bartender was very cool. Everyone was very friendly. Even the people down from us were asking us a few questions before we left about the gathering. Everyone was really nice.
I know. When did it happen? The exact moment. I guess there probably isn't the exact moment, but suddenly Pogs are just absolutely loving Juggalos, praising us. You're legends. I don't know when that happened, but it happened while we were here.
Yeah.
And we've noticed that the love we get now, like we ain't even got a thing to be mad at anymore as the people up at the front desk, that restaurant in downtown Hebron, like that all sucks and it's lame and fuck them, etc. But man, the love we get, definitely on the scales of Lady Justice, it definitely it's love.
Yeah, it's much love.
So anything else before we get on to today? Because today was freaking nuts.
Yeah, so I figure might as well loop back to more JCW real quick before we move on to today.
Today was dope with JCW. Oh man,
So
That
man,
went on to what, 3?
yeah, 1 to 3. Yep.
Yeah.
So man, so I'll just kind of go from highlights from it. I feel like talking about it full would be a bit long, but highlight wise, I'd say for me, some of my favorite spots, I'd say Eugene, he he got fucking squashed by Congo Kong. Like that shit didn't last long.
Who's famous for being I'm gonna be careful with my
mentally
words.
special.
Mentally special wrestler in WWE in what, the late 90s? Early 2000s?
Early mid 2000s.
Early mid 2000s.
So like about
Again,
03 to 05. Nope, 03 to about 07, 08. So
see, why do I even talk about wrestling?
core mid 2000s.
Yeah. So famous for being special. But hey, man, props to him, dude.
Yeah, props. Yeah, that's so dope.
Congo Kong dropping the.
Yeah, he squashed him, hit like a Samoan driver type of move, won the match. After the match, drags Eugene to the corner. Boom! Banzai!
Dude, also, I forgot. Like, it's so rare, especially WWE, AEW. You get to see the actual ring get all set up with the cage, and they put the spark machines on. Like, it was so cool to watch.
That was so cool.
The curtain be back and watch them all set it up.
Yeah.
And the spark machine. It was just really cool to watch the work that goes into that setup.
Oh, yeah, man.
Of an event
so
like
awesome.
that. I thought that was super fresh.
Hell yeah.
So on we go on to today.
Yes, sir.
Anybody up in the chat here that we're missing?
Let's see.
I see the name Pest over there. I don't have my glasses on, sir.
Yeah, so Pest said, damn, 54 for a pizza? Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. For like a cheese or a pepperoni, dude. That's before getting even remotely special. I don't even know what those cost.
Yeah, like 54 for a pizza back home would that would be.
Well, of course it's more expensive here. But
yeah, of course it would be more expensive.
That's why we can justify getting a $17 cheeseburger and a $6 beer at the Blue Heron.
Right.
I mean, that burger was amazing.
Oh, and the chicken today was good. Your salad looked fucking amazing today, too.
My $20 Caesar salad with chicken. The chicken was hot and the salad was cold. That's how one wants it.
Yes, that's how it fucking should be.
It was just, oh, yeah. So, I mean, everything's relative, right?
Oh, yeah.
Go on now.
All right.
What's next?
So let's see. I'll do one more highlight from JCW. So the main event was a fatal 4-way for the new JCW title since Vampiro's retiring.
Yeah, which he hosted and did a great job.
Yeah, he hosted, was on commentary.
Yeah, dude.
Which that
in
was
and out, commentary and then in-ring stuff.
Yeah. So that was very fresh to see. The fatal 4-way with, let's see, what was it? Matt Justice, Filthy Tom Lawler, Joey Janela, Bad Boy Joey Janela, who interfered in the earlier tag match with Brothers of Funstruction and Motor City Machine Guns, which it was dope to see those boys
and it was a
live.
really small ring, which makes sense because it had to fit on stage. But being this small ring, everything seemed to happen so much faster.
Yeah, it really did.
You know,
a lot of those matches.
It was like an amateur boxing ring. It was maybe 17 feet.
Yeah,
go figure. But truly, it was like a small boxing ring, and they made it work in great fashion.
Yeah,
go on.
And all of it ran so fast, but the fatal 4-way especially was so dope. Joey Janela was in there, and what's his name? Joshua Bishop, who ended up winning the JCW title.
Yeah, taking over for Vampiro.
Yeah, got a nice celebration with him and Vampiro, which is on our Facebook and Instagram, by the way, if y'all want to peep that ending. But
yeah, definitely got some dope film from that, which we have more. Wait till we get home and we get to put it together.
Yeah,
that'll be beautiful. But on to today.
Yes, on to today. Fucking ICP's set tonight. Oh my goodness.
After last night, we came back to the hotel and we chopped it up, talked about some things, got some notes for today, looked over some stuff, and we decided, we're gonna actually sleep.
Yeah.
What a concept.
Exactly.
What a concept.
Yeah.
We've done nothing but traveling, walking. My left thigh is just like, yo, dog, we can't bend past here now. Things are tired, right? So we got some sleep. And we went over there and, went to the Blue Heron again. Yep. Got me my ultimate Caesar salad with chicken. And then we got over there for ICP. And, man, it was just great timing. We got there. They came on late. They were scheduled 10:55, I believe.
Yeah.
and they came on. I want to say maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say 11:15,
late.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Like we came down the hill right at and we're where we wanted to be. Right as the veil was, brought out, uncovered, and that set. Talk about that set and how
Ooh,
unique it was again. And then
yes.
I will get to what I got to do because I got to do something cool.
Oh yeah. So it's funny. We were actually talking about this before we started filming, but the variety of the set was really awesome compared to they had the first night back on what was that Thursday,
Yeah,
right?
because we were wondering what is the Outer Space 2 set gonna be? We
Yeah,
had an idea of one,
right.
but the second one
Yeah, we had no idea about two.
A chin scratcher.
Yes, but they did a wide variety of stuff. They did a lot of Riddle Box stuff, heavy early on. We mentioned it earlier. They did a little Bazaar. What else? They went back as far as Dog Beats, Carnival of Carnage.
Man, Dog Beats.
Yes,
the fact that they did Dog Beats, and also a big difference I noticed is, like we said, Jay missed quite a bit of lyrics in the first set. I mean, like almost entire verses. Tonight they were so sharp.
Yeah,
the
man.
fireworks by the Juggalos. I mean, at one point I saw a Juggalo that had a huge, fountain firework, but like an 8-foot tall fountain firework, and they were just holding it with their hand.
Oh my god!
Up here like this, and it was just, and it was awesome.
Oh, man.
We were boogieing on down over by the taco stand, which,
hey,
man, you got to know, if you get tacos at the gathering, it's 50-50 on the outcome. Others will tell you that. Again, while we stuck to the Blue Heron and other, vaginal things. One might call us pussies. But guess what? Who isn't sick? Yeah, baby.
Yeah, and who, is still undefeated by unanimous knockout. Corey Daniel Jet Bowling.
By unanimous lack of. Yeah, so their set, like you said, some of the songs that really stuck out to me, they did a little bit, I want to say, from Beverly Hills. They went all the way to, they went to Inner City Posse.
Yeah.
And then they came back around, and in the brochure, or in the VIP stuff, which, by the way, I am a damn lucky guy. I have a great friend named Jordan.
Yeah, shout out to the bro Jordan.
He gave me one of these and said, dude, you have to come back here and do this. It's been your birthday, been a long week. Come on back here. And, man, the instruction said, as soon as you hear Tilt-A-Whirl come on, book over to the info tent, and then you're walking like 150 yards through darkness with all these ninjas, and then you take a left and you get on the stage, and as soon as the finisher with Bang Pow Boom came on, you just kind of rush on. I recorded as much of it as I could. Hate on an iPhone all you want, but that iPhone 13 took as much Fago rain as I had 2 inches in my boots.
That was nuts.
I had rain boots on. I poured out, and we got most of it live.
Yeah.
So it was just I can't even put words to it, man. Like I said, after 20 years, I've seen them in concert 20 something times, all that. But that environment with the homies, you turn around, oh, there's another homie.
Right.
Oh, hey, Shaggy the Airhead.
Darby Ultra.
Darby. Like, it was just a one of a kind experience.
Absolutely, man.
Really.
And me getting to see it from afar, I got some good video of that as well. Getting to see it from, a stage perspective. It looked so dope from the stage perspective, seeing it from the crowd, just seeing that Fago Armageddon, your dog's up there and all the other homies are up there. It was an amazing sight to see.
Yeah, and I came back looking a little wet.
Yeah.
I mean, I was
drenched.
I got a couple clothes. Here they want $350 in quarters. Who has $350 in quarters?
Right.
To do some laundry, and then $350 to dry some of it. So I was like, what? I will just hang it up. I will put it in a damn old bag, and I will take it home, wash it when I get home in 12 hours.
Yeah.
But man, I've been soaked in Fago before. That was something else. I mean,
and thankfully, I got a nice souvenir thanks to my dog that I got to bring back to his house. Later on,
we will get this home on an airplane.
Yeah,
you better believe
this and the Sugar Hill Henny will be getting back home with me.
How fitting! Sugar Hill Henny and cola.
Yes, exactly.
Sugar Hill Henny, cola.
How appropriate.
While we're giving shouts out to silliness, right? We want to give a shout out to Fat Lenny. aka Team Hubert, Team Huey,
Fat Lenny.
Yeah, we do appreciate that you've been either subscribed, following, watching for months. We want to thank you very sincerely for the watch time hours. We want to thank you for hitting nothing but the wind. We want to thank you for being a coward with your knee. We want to thank your bitch for being a bitch that cleans bitches. We want to thank you for being everything that we thought, and we also want to thank all the Juggalos and support we got from the months leading up. Do exactly what you say you're going to do, nothing more, nothing less. And look, that's what I did. I don't need no help. You need a 5 foot tall Mighty Mouse. I think Minnie Mouse on the damn floor with braids is better. But anyway, if we do a rematch, we need to get it in the ring and find a way to give to charity. If the ego is that fragile, I'll wear bigger gloves. I'll wear ankle weights. I mean, he got 100-something pounds on me in a few inches.
I got to make it even.
How'd you hit nothing but the wind, dog? But again, we appreciate everyone's support. We only have one hater in his girl. So
exactly.
The people that show love, it's all about you. I mean, we're just so grateful to have had this experience and all the work we put in. It's a long day, long walking, heat, sun, and then we get back here. We've done our best, and to have y'all up in here it's phenomenal. And everything at the gathering,
absolutely,
with Mankini's event. Yes. Shout out to him.
Big shout out to Mankini, man.
It's been amazing, man. When we get back home to good old Minnesota, we will go ahead and put together quite a collage and a conversation about it, and I don't think y'all will be disappointed. So again, any last questions from the crowd here or anything up in here?
Yeah, let's read a couple things. So
yeah, please do.
Meat Hook mentioned getting to sing along to Pass Me By with thousands of jugs at the gathering. Yes, that
borderline tear shit, man.
Yeah, they closed out with that on the first set. Their first set back on Thursday, and that's one of my favorite songs by them as well. And I know Corey has a special place in your heart as well.
Oh, yeah.
It was very great to see them close out with that set for several reasons.
And they sounded great. I mean, it's amazing that these guys have been doing it for 30 years. And, that song, like we said, it holds a special place in a lot of people's heart.
Yeah.
But Juggalos, I don't know a Juggalo. That song doesn't mean something to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anybody else before we get up on out of here?
Let's see. Pest asks, did that fool, as in Huey, try to pull around too?
No, I mean, what he's been doing actually since then is first of all, he follows us under the name Fat Lenny on YouTube and comments nothing but hate, which is like he says the same thing over and over, painfully whack, etc. Which again, he still keeps tuning in. No, he wouldn't do that. He's just been over the last 24 hours commenting on our videos, our lives. And I gotta say, at a certain point, I feel secondhand embarrassment for him.
I do too.
Like, I'm being really honest. At a certain point, I feel really secondhand embarrassment for him. You're 6'4", you're a known bully. I've got a dozen people who just is. Look, if Nicholas Foster says you are a hero for addressing the bully, again, not that he's right about everything. It's just that he's not one to give huge compliments very often.
Right.
I'm proud of it all. And if we can get around to, again, I'd really I want it to be this time. Let's get it organized. Let's make it so that we give some jerseys away.
Something positive.
There's so much fresh merch at the gathering. Let's find a way to $1 a ticket and put the bleachers up and people can watch it. And
exactly.
We put some gloves on and we freaking go and we have someone in there that can referee. That ain't hard, dude.
And it's funny.
Come on, grow some balls.
And it's funny because I actually saw
some balls. You're a foot taller than me and 120 pounds. Grow some balls.
Balls.
And
it's so funny because actually when we were decompressing, I saw ICP post on their Instagram from the gathering that some ninjas did have like a boxing ring set up and they were actually boxing. So if they posted it, it's possible.
Dude, Stop letting your girl fight for you, talk all that shit, knock my hat off on her tippy toes.
Yeah, and stop hiding behind
yeah,
this Fat
come
Lenny
on.
shit. Stop fucking hiding, man. Come on out, reveal your this
Right.
Fat Lenny bullshit. Let's just stop the
Come on
nonsense. Like you've been on our shit for 6 to 8 months now. Stop the bullshit, Hubert. Stop. If it's you, come out of hiding. You want to talk? Let's talk. Let's fucking go. You stop hiding behind the bullshit. You want to go? Let's go, bro.
Oh, what you need your friends? My friends are standing 10 yards
were
away.
standing
Your
behind you.
girlfriend's doing your fight for you, and then pouring Faygo on my back, dude. Let's get in the ring. Let's get some gloves.
Right. You want to finish this? Let's finish this.
Let's
stop the nonsense.
Next year,
let's finish it.
Let's do it. Nobody has to leave in a bag. No one has to leave permanently disfigured. Just please have enough of a real ego, not an entirely fragile one, to get up there. Look at me. I'm 170 pounds, 175, right?
Hey.
You said I was a bitch, right? So who got peppered? Who did? Again.
Exactly.
And a knee to the back of the head is the most cowardly thing an individual can do. And then hiding behind a fake account for months, like we said, 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, going on a year here.
Come on,
and
dog.
It's just like at this point, let's
dog.
end this and turn it into some positivity.
Yeah, let's turn it into positivity. Let's give something to charity. If I lose, dude, I'll get up on those ropes and be like, Hubert got me. But guess what? You ain't. You haven't done so.
Yeah.
You haven't done so.
Not a fucking
so you're a bully. People fucking don't like your bullying. And I've been known to stand up to them. Certainly after the past few days.
Yeah.
So let's get up there. Let's make it positive. Again, you're all about merch, right?
Right.
You're all about merch and, this page is only for merch and this, that.
Yeah, no discussions.
Okay, we gave away merch at this gathering.
Yeah.
Let's get some more. Let's give it away to the people who want to come watch us box, and let's make it entertaining. I assure you that I'll do my job, but you already know that. Right, Mighty? Go clean a dog. I guess that'd be washing your own ass. But anyway, let's give a shout out. Anyone else up in here? Let's give them a shout out for just giving. Thank you for your time. Yeah, as always.
No one else,
for real.
No one else in the chat that I'm seeing. I see.
Okay.
Top chat. Let me just put a live chat. But yeah. No, I'm not seeing anything else.
Look, dude, it's been so much of this has been so positive, including the negative. Positive came out of it as far as we see it. And knee to the back of the head is dirty as hell, but that just says more about you. And it says look, who's pretty dang tough, huh?
Yeah. So there are a couple I missed from earlier. I totally forgot about this.
Yeah, who do we miss?
So Meat Hooks mentioned earlier Riff Raff, the new Bubba Sparks.
Dude, straight man, that is such a great analogy because that's almost identical to Bubba Sparks. Yeah. I want to say this though, Riff Raff hid a little bit more than Bubba, but I go, let's see, Riff Raff and then Bubba's kind of like second tier, but they're close. That's a very good comparison.
Yeah,
but man, Gathering of the Juggalos, right here, 23 has been absolutely phenomenal. And again,
wonderful, man.
If you're a Juggalo who hasn't been, look, you don't got to camp. There's a million ways you can do this. You can come for a day. You can come for 2 days. You can come for the whole thing. There's a million ways you can do this. Just come and experience it.
Yes, you have to experience it. And for me, I remember this man was telling me for our entirety of our friendship,
11 years.
Yes, 11 years. Like, man, you got to get to the gathering. I know you like sound set, this and that, but you got to come to the gathering.
One of a kind.
Sent me the lineups for years. I was like, okay, this is dope.
Started when you, well, I mean, I should have won you over long ago. The lineups have been better than sound set the entire time. But go on. I'm sorry. I should. Satin. Go on, Satin.
But, this year was finally the year we, had to make it happen.
Same for me. I ain't been before, and I needed you to do it.
Yeah, and it was on your birthday, and once I saw that date, I was like, oh, yeah, we're going.
Oh, yeah.
It was a no-brainer for me.
So no
matter what I had to do to make it happen, I was like, we're going.
Yeah, if you haven't been, go.
Yes.
If you're looking to go in the future, go if you can.
Absolutely.
And again, the Blue Heron, shout out to them. Amazing restaurant. The food's great, and when you consider the prices back at the gathering, like you're doing well.
Right.
So whatever you got to do to get here, do it. And with that said, we're gonna be on a plane in a few hours and out of here. We'll catch up with y'all in probably a few days, maybe a week.
Yep.
And it's a whole motherfucking whoop for me.
Yeah. Whoop from your boy, the big boy,
Mr. Satin over here, Mr. Pretty. All right, man. We're out of here. We appreciate all your time. Anyone check us
we
out.
appreciate you guys so much.
It is Clown Love all damn day.
Yes.
We'll check you next time. All wrongs, and we can't do R. Reserved.
Reserved.
Peace.
Peace out, y'all.